Here we are, weekly Dama News 2022. It is April, the first Dama News, weekly Dama News of April. Welcome and thank you for joining me, host from KENDERTAINMENT, M. Jared over here. And then we're going to be joined by our co-host, Rylan, over from Kendama. So thanks for joining us, everyone. It's going to be a good one. We will be covering some of the things that happened within this week as usual, bringing everyone up to date as well as sharing our thoughts on the week of what has been happening in Kendama. Now, there's a lot to say with the whole April Fools that came about. So we're going to go deep and talk about some of that stuff, as well as some of the actual events that have happened, some of the actual products that have been released. So here we go. Let's just jump right in on it. Welcome, everyone. Co-host Rylan from Kendama. What up, dude?
What's up? How's it going?
Doing good. Doing good.
Good to hear.
Yes.
Your mustache.
Mustache, of course, is here. Come on. What is everyone? Think I'm
hey,
chop this thing off?
There were so many people that were people were hitting me up. They were like, "Did MJ really shave his mustache?" I was like, I doubt it. Honestly, like it's April Fool's Day. I wouldn't stress too hard over it.
Exactly. I was trying to think of like something shitty to do, and that was the shittiest thing I think of. And it wasn't so difficult, you know. I went over, used some of the Photoshop magic to just trim some of this facial hair away and remind me of what I would look like if I didn't have it. So hey, now everyone knows.
It looked really real though. Like even I was like.
So fool some of you, but hey, some other people possibly got duped, but maybe we didn't get duped because there was a lot of stuff that happened. So let's start off with all the April Fool's shit that happened off Rylan. The first one being one that we talked deeply about from the beginning of the first kind of images, the silhouettes that we saw of the prom pixel kendama. And, you know, some people might have thought possibly when they saw the release date for this thing that says Friday, April the 1st, okay, it's going to be their April Fools, because all of the kendama companies have been releasing some sort of funny, weird kendama or some news that has been happening. This year they have had plenty as well, but Crom, I love how they actually make it real. It's like, it's an April Fool's joke, but at the same time, it's friggin' real. So last year, if everyone, I think it was last year, they had that, the black hole kendama?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It was the black hole, or it was the one without the slip ring? Or were they the same? It was that one. Everyone let us know in the chat if you guys remember.
Yeah.
But that was like, you know, we saw it and it was like, oh my gosh, massive booty hole, zero slip ring, because who needs it just to get rid of that weight? And it's like a lunar monster. Yeah. So everyone was kind of laughing, but then like you saw some of their sponsored players playing with it. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's a real thing. You can actually buy it. And same goes with
dip your chicken nuggets in it, I think is one of the ads, right? With the ketchup.
Yes. They were dipping something or like doing shots out of it or something.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And here's another one. And it was very similar to kind of what I was thinking, almost like a flat pack, kind of do it yourself, make it yourself kendama. And, you know, there's a lot of thought that went into it. You know, you see that the cups are still smooth. So it is still playable. And something that TK, that Tokyo was talking about, how in the past, like for many, many years, he always thought of this unibody kendama, this Ken, that because it was always slipping out. And back in the day, that was a problem that even still now, the sarado coming apart. But now it's like, hey, so then maybe they thought about like, how can we fix it together? Of course, you know, KUSA came out with the tribute, had that nice bolt going straight through it. Yeah. There's been people here in Japan, some old dudes who have been teaching and showing kendama to young kids, and he would just slam a drill through that thing. But here, unibody, and you see, it's like, look at that spike again. Like that thing, I'm almost like, how often is that going to chip? But then again, thought process, everyone. They made it Purple Heart. So it should hopefully last a little bit. Don't yank it. I would definitely recommend to not do that specific trick. But very interesting.
This
Tom
right
grip must
here.
be so weird. And of course they sold out. I'm not sure exactly how many they made, but people were up and quick to buy it. Rylan, the question is, were you fast enough? Did you get one?
I did not, and I tried. Don't think
Yeah.
that I didn't try. They sold out. This was another one of those kendama drops that was like within seconds, maybe 1 minute gone, because I was there and trying. I didn't get one, but yeah, like you said, this is a real thing. Like Skaggs was playing it the other day.
Yeah.
And like it's playable. It's just
Yeah. It's just gnarly. It's weird.
Yeah.
So it is really cool that you can have like a piece of the April Fools, and I love how they don't treat it like April Fools, you know, because it's a joke Dama, but there was so much work that went into it, I'm sure. So I'm almost curious. Maybe they didn't really take it as a joke Dama. Maybe they will bring it back. You know, we saw how the MIDI metal was super popular, and then they brought it back in a different edition, and now they redid the silver. Who knows what if they're going to continue? If people still want it, if there's a demand for it, maybe they might bring the pixel back.
I hope they do, because, and I talked about this last week. They talked about it as like a playable art piece. I really just wanted it as a shelf piece. I think that it's super interesting. It's not like any other Dama that exists in the world. Yeah, and I just want to throw it up on a shelf. Like, it's just pretty. It's nice to look at.
Yeah.
So I am glad that everyone who got one will probably play it. I'm just one person, you know, who definitely wasn't going to play it. So I'm glad the people who did get it, hopefully they play it. And then if there is a re-release, throw it up on the Dama shelf.
Hopefully to pick it up. Yeah, exactly. So that's one amazing one that, you know, Chrome always comes through with. And another massive company, Sweets Kendamas, who released a April Fool's video, a kendama, but actually was a piece of history for them. The mammoth, the so-called mammoth, a really, really whack ass Dama that they got, that they almost seems like they got swindled. If you watch the YouTube video when Matt was explaining how their kendama factory that was making kendamas for them back in the day in like 2013, 14 said, hey, we got a good deal. Here it is. And they ordered it, and everything was really off about it. But at the same time, it wasn't so far off of size-wise of 2013, 14 kendamas, but I guess it's just the quality was super crappy. But it's funny that, and he also mentioned, you know, that a lot of people back in the day, we all wanted heavy kendamas. We felt like the heavier the kendama, the harder you would be able to land and get better balance for lighthouses specifically. And, you know, lunars were not such a prime kind of trick to be doing. And people weren't focusing so much on it. I think, you know, GT was definitely, I'd say the first company to focus on making a kendama that is like, okay, we're going to get rid of some weight on the base cup so we can lunar easier, as well as, you know, the wormhole is on top of that. But here, you know, again, like you see, it's a heavy kendama. It's thick. And a question again, did you get one, Rylan?
I did get one. I did get one of these. So, and here is the kicker. I'm glad that we did Dama News at this time. Also, yes, they did release a Poost shirt. If you go onto the Sweets Twitch, right, you had the Poost shape everybody's so excited for.
Poost.
You could have got the Poost shirt. But, so this has 1 hour left before it is off their story. But Sweets Kendamas posted that DPats48 was the first to guess it right. So they, you know, they talked about last week we introduced the best shape ever. DPat said, worst shape of all time for April Fool's Day. Now, oh God, I knew that I was getting a bad shape, right? Because they talk about it in the video. They're like, this shape is terrible. Yeah. The serrato slips off. It's bad. But then when they posted that, which kind of like cemented it, are they really sending these out? Are they?
Oh, totally.
are they real?
Of
Because
course.
it just seems like they're hinting towards something. I'm not going to get my hopes
Something else?
up.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
like
no, I totally believe there's probably plenty of other kendama companies who have a lot of prototypes, and it sounds like, yeah, this was just one that a deal that they thought would be good came out and it was actually the worst. So Matt was just
worst.
like, we cannot release, like, this would be horrible for the brand image. We just put these away in the closet, shelf.
It is a really good way to clear stock.
It's real.
If you note that they're terrible and you've been holding on to them, you're like, April Fools, here's a terrible kendama.
We'll get some money back for these, as well as, looking at it, how they have you will have a piece of Sweet's history with this thing, a full mahogany, which was not been done at that time. I think it was only like, I don't know if Sol was doing them at the time with the flows, but definitely Crom with their deluxes, a lot of mahogany. So very, very interesting. Cool how it doesn't, you don't have to, I'm guessing it's cheap. It was probably cheap, right? It was just the Ken?
Like $10, yeah.
$10. There you go.
Yeah.
With string included, possibly. You're going to get that nice 3-finger string. So, to hash back even more into the past of what it was like to play it, all you need is an old school, like 2014, like Dama. You can get like a TK16 Dama, throw that on there.
Yeah.
You'd be good.
I think so. That's what I was thinking, was like buying a TK16 and putting and like really feeling how it plays.
Exactly how it was.
But yeah, no, I mean, I knew when I bought it, I was like, either they're going to because last year when GT did the stool, right? Everybody is like, am I really paying $100 for a stool? Yes, you were. But also, everybody who bought that stool got an email sent out that was like, you get to order from our next drop first. And like, it was like you got to buy it.
I had no idea about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was like, everybody was like, okay, I just spent $100 on a stool that like Walmart sells for like $50, right? But what you were really buying is like early access to their next drop. So that's why I'm thinking,
even knowing it.
Yeah. So maybe, yes, I am buying a piece of Sweet's history, but maybe there's like a 10% off. Like you bought this for nothing pretty much other than history. So maybe there's like a 10% off or something in the box. But like I said, I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm just excited. I like history. I just like that stuff.
Yeah. No, that's really cool that they did that. And I think it's interesting idea. Again, this whole idea of having a April Fool's kind of joke post or joke product, but is actually real and you can pick it up. Just like, I think it was cool how Sweets did those t-shirts. They did again this year too, switching up the name and stuff. So having fun with it. And another one, let's see, what was the other one that I saw? Sol Kendama's releasing the Coles fish. Again, I think it would have been, I like these April Fool jokes that don't seem so April Foolsy, like right away, like off the bat. Here, like you can see the logo, they just maybe put it together pretty quickly, throwing the logo on the side of the fish, last minute kind of deal. Like it would have been great if they had some of their team members beforehand, post tricks with the fish more often, be like, some news coming. So then, or even if they went out and bought a bunch of fish from Kohl's, they had a stock where they just got a bunch of them and just threw a shitty like Sol sticker on the side and they just sold those. Like, I feel like this movement of having actual April Fool product is fun. Yeah. No, so much better than just being like, oh, cool, it was nothing, whatever. Yeah, like, I don't care,
I really, really honestly agree. I think, like I was a little bummed out to like, I was like, oh, maybe they're going to sell some of these fish and like, that'd just be funny. And I went to their store and it was like nothing. Like, it's literally just the picture, which is still great. I get it. But you could tell that it was like kind of rushed. And like, I tried to do like an April Fool's joke last year. We added Kendama Goat to the team and he like doesn't play Kendama anymore. And like, that was just the joke. And a lot of people congratulated me on getting Kendama Go on my team. And I was like, no, it's April Fools. But like, yeah, you know, you could tell it was like a little rushed. I was just busy this year. Maybe Soul's in the same boat. Maybe it just kind of like had some stuff going on. They've got that Parks and Rec tour that we're going to talk about here in a minute.
Yes,
so maybe they were just a little busy. I get it. Still
it
good
would have
joke,
been, yeah. But, and so definitely hats off if everyone, all the OGs, all the old heads in here who are joining us and hanging out, probably thinking like, definitely hats off to the originators of these April Fool products becoming reality with Kendama Co, making like the Kaito, right? The potato that was up on their site, and they actually sold you a potato. Yeah. They glued it if you had the glue option clicked off and stuff. It just hilarious, amazing, and it's really cool to see how it continues. And I really hope that other companies embrace this and possibly like get ready for next year to make like a weird whack kendama that's just like a real actual thing that you can purchase and have fun with. I think it would be dope if more of the companies did it. The last one that I saw was another quickly put together, and again, not a real product, I believe, from Dama on. They released this little bowl and cup jammer. Yes. Where it's like, you know what? If they actually got those, I bet people would have bought.
I would have.
Just exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I think any kind of like novelty kendama that a kendama player sees, for shits and giggles, will probably pick it up.
Yeah. Yes. Proof is in people who bought the GT stool and me buying the Sweets Mammoth. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not. Totally. I know I'm not going to play it. I just wanted it.
Totally. Even if it's something as simple as a t-shirt that we see with Sweets. So all of the smaller brands out there and the big ones, get ready for next year. Get ready. Make it real. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Okay, and I believe that's it for, at least from what I saw, for the April Fool's stuff.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else.
Yeah. Okay. So let's jump over, to, there's a few collabs happening with Kendama USA. The first one, we'll just link it together with Sol Kendamas. We highlighted maybe last time, two weeks ago, how they released that quick post with just coordinates. And we're like, what are they? Some people looked it up and they informed us that it was, a bunch of national parks. And now we see why. I think most of us were probably guessing that there was going to be a collab Dama coming out, which people were guessing excited for. Because when you think about collab, that's usually what it is. But here, hey, took a little spin on it. There might be a kendama. There probably is a kendama to be released, and they're just not showing it off yet. I'm guessing. All right. Again, using my mind's eye to see into the future. But a tour's happening. Yeah. People are getting back together and having these events. So tour's happening, and it's cool to see these two companies come together for this. Now, I'm just curious, what kind of tour is it going to be? Is it they're just going to be like hanging out? Are they going to be climbing? Are they going to be like camping, roasting mallows together? And there's even a secret guest from the KUSA team coming. And you can only, who's a guy from KUSA connected with them that loves the mountain?
If it's Colin Sander, I'm going to lose my mind, dude.
It's Colin Sander. So if you guys want to meet all these dope kendama players from Sol and KUSA, as well as the Godfather, not Stodfather, but the Godfather of American kendama, even if he's not there, which he probably is going to be, you should go check these out if they're in your area. Get outside, breathe some fresh ass air.
I have some answers. Yes, they are hangout days, and they are. They call them recreation days, which I assume are like days of just hiking. Yosemite is the 29th is a recreation day. The 30th is a jam day. Zion is a jam day. Bryce Canyon National Park is a recreation day. Moab, Utah, which is where Arches National Park is, another recreation day. And then Boulder, Colorado. I don't know the closest national park to Boulder. maybe
Isn't Colorado a national park?
like the whole state. No, I don't know. I mean, kind of. They have a lot. I know they have a couple. But Boulder, Colorado is in their jam day.
Yeah.
So, which is also where Bonds is, right? So I'm assuming it's going to be a pretty big jam. Thinking about making the drive to Boulder.
Oh.
Because I'm hoping that Colin Sander will be there so he can sign a Dama for me. It is really that simple.
Oh, man. That'd be insane. Okay, but yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, definitely going to be up there. The XLarch Craft 1-Up release is part of the tour. Someone's mentioning right here. It's probably going to happen. So it's cool to see some of the young guns as well. Tribe J Dama J is going to be there as well.
Yeah.
So we're not sure who it is, but I'm just only guessing just because of the whole mountain aspect. But you know, me and Rod have been trying to get Colin Sander for an episode of Dama Nerds for the past 2 years. And almost every time we finally get in contact with him, he's like, yeah, let's do it. In a few weeks, I'll get back to you. And then into the mountain, he disappears.
He disappears, man. Yeah.
Yes. We're not sure when the Yeti will come out from hibernation, but he might be coming for this one. So get ready. Yeah, the other big announcement, actual collab that, I've heard from the Sue Man himself, Sue Lab with Kendama USA, Sync Kendama happening. I forgot what kind of, I don't know if I should say anything. Maybe I shouldn't.
I also know what the collab is, but I don't know if I'm allowed to tell anybody. So
the news, breaking news. I mean, I feel like this is what we should be doing going in, but I don't want to cross any burn some bridges with people telling me some information. So you know what? It's gonna come out. It's gonna be dope. People are gonna be wanting to pick it up. The one probably biggest part information that people want to know that I'm not sure of is where it's going to be available, where you can buy these, because there's not everyone, but a lot of people are a little sour about the whole Sue Lab membership fee that people have to pay if they want to get exclusive access, first drop access. So then looking at Kendama USA, I'm sure that they would be having both and both. If we look at history from Sue Lab making the Sol Damas with the collaboration there, how there was however many, I think it was 200 at Sue's place and then 200 that Sol got. And then you're able to pick it up in the US, but that price in Japan, people do this for money. I think I've mentioned that before, but the price will be going up for the US. So, and I know people were kind of, even though it's still sold out, there were people that were bitching, about the price of the Sol Labs.
Yes. So, but also those Sue Lab collabs went again. That was another kendama that was in seconds, maybe a minute tops. Gone. Because I tried to pick up one of those too, just because I was like, I like the Tama. No. Yeah. Wasn't even close. So
exactly.
Hopefully, this is a bigger batch. If you want to get into some Sue Lab stuff, hopefully this is your opportunity. And moving on.
Yep.
What's next, MJ?
Next, what do we got? Okay, more. Let's see, no collabs.
We're talking about the new GT Dama.
Okay, yeah, the Kaito.
The Kaito. It is really, really sick. It is so cool.
Kaito.
Yeah. Let me see. Did I get a picture of it? I guess this is all I got.
Went with the traditional Stod mod Ken. The Hundui Chinese made Ken. Zero swoop.
No swoop.
No swoop. Yeah, I believe there is a base cup hole.
Pretty sure.
Amazing for slingers. I mean, Kaito is just really good at slingers, but if you've watched that recent edit that came out 1 minute 30 seconds, but it's packed with 5 ridiculous lines. Recorded, edited by Soma of Chrome, and it's came out so great. That first opening cut for everyone, if you didn't watch it yet, just that first opening cut and the music hits, there's B-roll, and then just like that slam into the title page or scene, and then it fades out, and then it comes back into it. Like, oh man, that was just like so well done. So well done. Really, really amps up your feeling to watch it. Even though it's really short, it's dope. Go on YouTube and check it out. So yeah, there was connections of or inspirations, I should say, with hip hop, with what was it, Air Jordans, which I didn't get the whole until watching the video. The Dama with the string coming through it on that small cup.
Yeah,
until I watched the video. Yeah,
I'm trying to find. I think GT posted a picture of like the Air Kaito logo.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just trying to figure out where I don't know. Yeah. My computer's about to die. It's getting all slow. It's all fingerprinted. Okay, this is the best I can get. But yeah, it's like a kind of play off the Air Jordan. It's very interesting. Kind of. It is. It's just very reminiscent of the Air Jordan logo. It's very cool. I like that. It's a very nice touch.
So yeah, and it's really cool to see a dark colored Tama come out because not many companies will go and make a dark colored Tama because there is the factor of having troubles tracking it, seeing the hole. Here they healed that problem by adding this kind of, what would that be like, kind of a tan, I guess, a simple cream beige color.
I would say like a cream.
Yeah, around the bevel. So, hey, it sticks out. And yeah, other people are saying Iron Beagle, love the Tama, haven't been a huge fan of the Ken shape. And I think a lot of people were kind of shocked at the beginning when they released this Stod mod and how they got rid of the swoop, because that was just like a staple of all of the GTs, and to have it not there. But it kind of like sets it apart and makes it now even more special because it is a swoopless GT. So that is like a feature of it. But yes, it will definitely be a little heavy, possibly for Lunars. But hey, that's how they come.
Yeah,
and you're never going to know exactly how it's going to weigh out until you pick one up. And then even though maybe you get two, or you have one and your friend got one, and you just test it out and you're like, oh wow, mine is a lot better for Lunars than yours. It's going to be with the woods. They vary so much, so it's really hard to really to make a Dama that is going to be perfect for, or more honed for, Lunars. But I think a lot of the companies now push more for that. So it's interesting, but yeah, just figure out what kind of style you like, the kendama, and then hopefully you can figure out what kind of kendamas or Kens can enhance your style of play, Yeah.
Yeah, just to double down on that, it just bums me out that there's no swoop. But yeah, this is like the Stod shape, and Stod knows what he's doing. I haven't played it, but I'm sure it's still like a perfectly playable shape. It's just a GT without the swoop,
It's the one Kaito pretty much always uses. And, when he won Catch and Flow 2019.
Right.
It's playable.
New
shape coming from Native Kendama over in France.
Ooh, I missed that one.
Yeah, the bro shape, it was just 2 days ago announced, so possibly within the April Fool's area. And this was kind of tricky because I think a lot of companies will release Kendama's new products on a Friday, payday, of course. But, April Fool's fell on a Friday. So you're just like, what is this? Is this April Fool's or not? But I don't think it is. And again, it's really cool. I think a lot of people love Native Kendama and what they're doing, especially because it's like it doesn't feel like they're like an actual company. It seems like they're more of a team, a group trying to spread kendama in France and in their area, but they're also making kendamas, and they're pretty nice designs, very different kind of shape, very sharp edges here and there. So go check it out. New shape, bro shape. Who knows what it's going to be? I think they released a dad shape before. Was it them that had the dad shape?
Yes. Native has the dad shape. Yeah.
Yeah. Bro shape. Now we just got to wait for like sis and mom. Maybe grandma and gramps.
Gramp shape. Ah, that'd be cool if it was like all big and like outdated and stuff. Call it gramp shape.
Like the mammoth, Makes sense.
Yeah.
Old.
Yeah.
Extinct.
That would have been a really good April Fool's joke on the Teves end. Here's something that I don't know if you got, but something that I definitely want to talk about. We got a new art layer. It's this guy, and I assume that they're AI images. Yeah, kind of blowing up a little bit. Here's just one of the images that I personally really like. So he's putting like, God, my computer's so fingerprinted. He's putting these kendama like shapes or outlines into like an AI generator, and then giving it the different prompts. So I'm assuming that this was like city and like watercolor, right? And it's laying these AI images over these kendama silhouettes, and they're just freaking beautiful. But he's doing a lot of them, and they're like, I've tried to do like the AI thing just for fun. And his stuff is way better than anything I could ever get. And let me see. There was another one that like really blew up. Okay.
Yeah, it definitely takes a while to get used to the settings and whatnot to make it come out nicely. And I'm sure there was probably different renders that they did to make a really nice one, find out the best one. But yeah, it's really cool to see a different style of art coming out with kendama, as well as the person does not only do kendama, but other things, other types of art as well. So, hey, who knows like what direction this person is going, or if they are just full on artist who is just making this page for art. And now people who like their art are seeing a silhouette of a kendama and being like, oh, maybe what's that? Again, spreading it in different areas. So it's really cool to see that.
Super cool.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay. What else? There was, dude, okay, was this an April Fool's joke? I forgot about this one. Serial kendama with their like kind of Masako-esque deal with it, where it's like two different, a half, and then a 70-30, and they just split it and they put it together.
Yeah, not. It's not.
They're real.
I think this is the Dama that they were doing. This was like the Butters from South Park Dama. Like they released this picture as a teaser, and then
what the heck is that?
And then it's like Butters with like ice cream on his head, and then
okay.
So
they really like South Park.
I was gonna say I
mean, everybody likes South Park, but they really like South Park.
I don't know why, but they keep doing these South Park collabs, but they're great. They do a really good job. And I was going to see if I could pull up the Kenny. Yeah, like they're doing these like little South Park designs that like no other company is doing.
They don't want to get
in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, John and Wen are in
hey, we're in a different country.
So maybe they're
we'll
cease and
desist. Yeah. You can't like go knocking on their door.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. So also speaking of Serial, I had this saved. So Serial has the Performer. They have the Hybrid, which is their newest little thing, and then the Elevate. So they've got their three shapes, and those are like their three. They all fit in the Glowcan wooden box. Oh, but they just announced the big
one does.
Well, not the Elevate X. The Elevate X does not fit in the box. And this is a kind of like
extreme,
not as big as a kaiju, but definitely like almost getting to that unplayable, just stupid big territory. But when I was talking to John about it, he was like, we want to make something big, like stupid big, but still playable.
Performer style.
Yeah.
In front of like audiences. Yeah.
Right. So this is like a big, stupid big kendama, but still playable, not necessarily comp ready in any ways, like a troll. But yeah, definitely playable, stupid big, and I'm excited to get my hands on one. They look really sick. And then also that Hybrid 2 right there is the new kendama. I don't think they're really talking about that yet, but I designed that kendama.
Okay. Nice. There you go, dude. Yeah, it's pretty cool that they're doing so much. I'm very interested to see where that would match up, that X, with other bigger kendamas? Like, is it similar to the Terra LBBs from a bit ago? Is it similar to the old Crom Vikings? Is it similar to the Mugen Muso performers that Zumadanke always uses? Because, yeah, it makes sense if you are on stage performing, playing kendama for people, a bunch of people. Using a normal size kendama is very hard for them to see, and you're not going to be able to land maybe some tricks. I mean, you know, of course, it's skill level, you know, but if you have a bigger kendama, it makes everything a lot easier as long as you can muscle it. But there you go. Okay,
yeah, like
talk about
Dan said, it's similar to like an analog troll, or I guess like an LBB. Like it's big, but not like unplayable big. Just big.
Okay. All right. There you go. So maybe not as big as I was thinking. Other big kendamas. This is just maybe a side note. I don't know if everyone saw the full Keyaki trophy kendama from the JKA, Japanese Kendama Association. It mentions that Keith won this. Keith Matsumura of Wenatchee Kendama Team Fame 2013. He won this for a Dama Fest. It was a trophy, right? It says won by Keith Matsumura. So it's so dope. It's really, really cool to see. You see how big it is. That's like a triple XL if you were to hold that Tama. But, you know, there's no string. Is there a string on it? There might be a string on it. But in any case, this again goes to that one that was earth turned by Yord in that like 2013 video.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see, but, you know, just sharing some shinfo, sharing some information. JKA lets everyone, whoever the winner is, they take a picture with it. They put their name on a tag that you see right here. And then they say, all right, we'll take it back now and put it away in the closet for the next competition. So it kind of sucks that the winners don't get to keep it. It's just a trophy just for show at the time. I'm not even sure what kind of prizes they get after, like if they get something like a big type of kendama. Maybe not, but they just get to hold it for a little bit. You can't even do a trick.
Yeah. I don't know.
Whack, but hey.
I know if you win Catch and Flow, you get a watch.
Yeah, I mean, hey, no, you get a massive Jack kendama too. Or 2019, they were Chroms fully lulled out. Like fuck, I don't even know what it was, like iridescent kind of chameleon paint, something that they had on it. But yeah, in different sizes for third, second, and first. But before, you know, they were Jack from Nobu, 430, Jack Kendama owner. They were Jack Kendama's big size. If you go back in the day, you can find like Bonds like earth turning and dropping it the first tee when he gets it from winning. And then I think the very, very first piece of history for the Catch and Flow, the very first one that happened in 2014, I believe, that Tokyo won. The JKA, not JKA, Yamagata Kobo, the company that makes Ozoras, they crafted a massive Enju kendama. And Enjus, these trees take a while for them to grow. The Yamagata Kobo, they grow their own trees. They have a massive mountain that they plant their trees, grow them, and they cut them to make kendamas. That's why, if you guys have noticed, like why there's like no keyakis or maybe no Enjus for a bit of a time, for a few years, is because they grow them, they cut them, they turn them into kendamas, and then they have to wait for their other saplings to grow into trees to be able to make kendamas. So this is only happens with the keyakis and the Enjus, I know. And the Enjus, I believe, it takes longer for them to grow, and that's why they are pretty rare to get. And to see a massive size Enju, it was so awesome. And that's definitely a shelf piece for TK, for Tokyo to have. Pretty dope. And he took that one home.
That's crazy. I didn't know that it took them that long to grow. Like, I just thought that they didn't come out very often because they were like special, but not because they're like sort of almost rare. I guess. Yeah.
Growing their own trees. Everyone. Amazing. Talk about, having a passion for the game.
I want to talk about this kendama world record. Because for some reason that's important to me. Yeah, so I mean, Kendama World Record posts pretty regularly, maybe like once every 2 weeks, maybe. And I know that they have like people sending shit in all the time, so it takes them some time to go through it. But
Right.
this big one is actually from Jeff from the Kendama team. Hit 50 double flip juggles and also 160 juggles to spike, which is, I'm sure that somewhere somebody's going to be like, no, I hit 10,000 juggles to spike. But I guess Jeff had submitted it, right? So those are just two huge ones that he hit recently and then holds the world record for those. Kendama World Records needs to send out some sort of certificate. I've been saying it for a while. We need certificates.
Okay. Yeah. But I mean, depending on the trick, it's like, it would go so quick. If anything, like do some sort of like digital certificate that like, you can throw up on your SNS, on your social, post it or something, so you kind of have that. But yeah, someone can come in and just swoop the next one, and it's like, what exactly can they be? You know, like I was back in the day, like joking about like shortest string, and then people started getting it shorter and shorter and shorter. So it was like knocking each other down for that first place. So, you know, who knows? Like, what's the next one going to be? Like longest weighted spike? And it's just me holding a kendama for like 10 minutes and then finally pulling up to spike and be like, it's the longest weighted anticipated spike. Like,
so here's a good example of what Kendama World Records could do if they're interested. This was like $70.
Ooh, yeah. 70.
And like, yeah, it was kind of a lot. But like the Glowcan prints those certificates to order. So as you order it, that's when they get printed. So there's like a wait time. So if Kendama World Records really wanted to put up certificates on the site for like $50, not a ton of people are going to buy them. But if you do hit like 50 double flip juggles to spike, you might be the only person who hits that for a while. So maybe that's something that you really want to remember. Just saying.
Yeah.
Generate some income.
I think they would have to become a part more of like an authority figure rather than just an account that's like, hey, we're just collecting all the world records of people submitting them to us, and we like look at them to kind of judge them, and then we put them up. But it's like, but who is Kendama World Cup world records? You know, so we're not sure if they made some sort of connection with someone of that has weight in the whole scene, like Glowcan, for example. Then maybe it could turn into something that makes people want it more than just like, oh, it's just like, I don't know, a printout from my mom's printer downstairs, you know? So that's the only way I would think people would be down to pay for something, especially not for $50. Maybe if it was like 15, maybe, and then someone could get it. But I think it's cool that the work that they're doing to put it in, so everyone can kind of see and push each other to level up and to take that first place spot. But we'll see what it grows into, or maybe it's just going to stay as it is. Who knows?
I don't know. And I think that's all I have.
All right. Well, dude, you missed some stuff. All right, let's just one. Hey, Rage Quit, making a new website. They recently posted that it's taking a little bit longer than they expected, and they did post some new Adrian Esteban strings that will be going up. So a little hype for their website when it opens up. So hey, new Adrian Esteban string packs coming through. Check it out. Another one was Quill Kendama. Enjoy massive discounts all month long.
Ah, dang, I did have that
$20, 25 to 25 on this griffin shape kendama. No fooling. So, hey, if you wanted to check out what Quill Kendama is about, they have some of their shapes that are on sale for cheap. So go pick it up for the month. What was another one? Okay. Yeah, more sale. Hey, deal with it. Deal with this. Deal with the weather getting warmer. and having their sweaters for sale. So, hey, if you wanted to pick up some of those dope-ass sweaters that they have with the zombie dog up on there, they're cheaper now, so go pick it up. Another one. Where was that? Oh, hold on. I was about to say there was another one. There was yes. Giveaway. I don't know if everyone has been following Nule's Kendama. They have a giveaway that they're doing right now. But at the same time, there is someone who is creating a fake account in their likeness and asking for people to click links and get information from them. And Jacob has been going on and sharing a bunch of stories saying, report it, do not follow, do not interact in any way with this scammer pretty much. But that there is a giveaway happening. So whoever it is like, it could be within the community, because I think it's just lined up, or whatever their AI just picks up giveaway on posts and just makes it work. So it seems like they are actually doing a giveaway. So be on the lookout, everyone. Be cautious out there. Nule's Kendama.
And actually,
I think there's a
move off of
hashtag
that,
underscore and like team or something that it was at. Yes.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. I think it's something like if you hashtag giveaway in your post, these accounts just create a new account with your profile picture, your name, and then they add like team, or like they add a random underscore somewhere.
Yeah, font. Yeah,
right?
Okay, yeah. Text,
and they'll message you, and they'll be, because Kendama does giveaways every once in a while, right? And they've messaged me, the owner of Kendama, being like, hey, we're our Kendama Co.
Congrats!
Congrats. This is our private account, and we only message people from this account for giveaways. Please send us $200. And like, I'm Kendama. I own the company.
Yeah.
But they do try their very best to be like very like, oh no, don't worry. Like, we just try to do this to limit like where we get DMs, and they try to make it all make sense. These companies, if they're doing a giveaway, including me and like MJ or anybody who's doing a giveaway, we will only message you from our account. There's no reason for us to message you from another account. It's not a thing. So only don't send money to anybody. If I'm doing a giveaway and I ask for money, tell me no, because I'll never do that. First of all, dumb. And second, that's dumb. It's a giveaway. It's not you're not just buying a kendama from me. If I'm giving away a kendama, it's free to you, 100%.
So be on the lookout for it, everyone. Or just, hey, let's stop giveaways. Maybe?
No, I like winning stuff.
I hate being tagged in stuff.
Oh, yeah, same.
Don't tag me, everyone. Okay. But no. So that's just one thing I wanted to also highlight, help the dude out. And I guess, there's more information for everyone who maybe wants to do a giveaway in the future. Be careful. There's bots that are out there that are automatically finding these hashtags and just automatically making fake accounts. So that's what I was saying. Maybe just stop giveaways, or maybe stop using so many hashtags. Just use the Kendama hashtags.
Yes.
That might be a better bet. Okay. Hey, people who've been watching and have been hanging out with us, we hype up and we talk about the high receipts so much, very high regards, because of the kind of old feelings that they bring of almost like Wenatchee Kendama team and Children of the Ken, like a mash together. But also it's almost like a super band where there's these high performing players from different companies coming together to create this dream team. Awesome. Of course, the best, the coolest. But I kind of looked back and recent posts within the past 6 days almost had me be like, oh, damn, totally forgot to shout out Future Friends. Future Friends is doing really awesome stuff on the level of really dope, of course, very high quality, skilled tricks, as well as pretty great filming, cinematography that's happening, editing, as well as, highlighting people who are maybe not on the top spot within the scene, but especially in the world's Kendama world aspect, being on bigger teams and whatnot, but there's still, sponsored players on here. And it's cool to see that you, every once in a while in their videos, that you see other people join. You can actually see other team, like pros from bigger teams on there as well. So it has a really cool feel overall within the US. This is what I wanted to focus on, like high receipts to Japan. Hey, it's dope to see future friends in the US moving and doing something, bringing like the team aspect. Again, going back to like, it's what it's all about, hanging out with your friends. And, the name says it all, future friends, because we will be friends from now on until the future. Unless you try to get me with a scam giveaway account. Yes.
MJ will never ask you for money. But MJ, if you need money, you can ask me for money. That's not what I meant. But if we're doing giveaways, we'll never. Speaking of Future Friends, yes, Future Friends is great, and I've watched like all of their edits on YouTube, just because I sit down and watch edits all the time. But we also got the Windy City Kendama, which is Chicago,
yeah,
doing their Battle at the Border like edit drop drops today in like an hour, I think, maybe 2 hours.
Hey, good morning.
1 hour. 1 hour. Windy City Kendama is dropping a Battle at the Border edit. It's gonna be sick. It looks like it's got a lot of really great players. Chicago has insane players. Weens kind of lives in Chicago, so just doubling down on it. And it's all Battle at the Border stuff. It looks like it's gonna be great. I think so. So check it out.
All right. Check it out. Yeah, I was stoked that, the Future Friends, their recent edit is like a little over 8 minutes.
Yeah. Big one.
It's perfect. It's nice. That's what I like to see.
Like a movie.
Having different aspects of the kendama, not just the fancy B-roll, as well as like the sick tricks and stuff, but like a little like intimate learning about the people, having fun with them. Again, name matches so well, and this whole like community sense of just hanging out with your friends and playing, because again, that's what it's all about. Nick Mayo. Everyone, I think that is everything. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Clap stops close. Thanks for hanging out with us, everyone. That's it for this week's Dama News. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you'd like to check out past Dama News episodes, you can find us on any kind of platforming service. Podcasting service, excuse me. We are also on YouTube, so you can get the full video and maybe like be able to scroll a little better, because I know on Instagram it's kind of a pain in the butt to find exactly where it is, especially, we're here usually talking for an hour long. So
yeah. And I'm still doing the timestamps. I think I missed the last 2, but I've been working 12-hour shifts. I'm still going to keep doing it. I'm going to go back and keep doing them. Don't worry. But it is a great way on YouTube that if you want to go through the timestamps and you want to see, this is when they talk about sweets, I love sweets, click right there. And then you're right into it.
Exactly. So. Yeah. So again, thanks to everyone for taking out some time in your morning routine to hang out with us, learn a little bit about some Dama news, maybe some things that you didn't know about, some things you missed, or just, 2 cents. And thanks everyone for sharing and putting comments in here as well, so we could have a little bit of a conversation. So awesome. Dude, Rylan, again, thanks for another dope week for news, and we'll catch you all next week. Have a good one. Keep it clean.
Thank you. Bye, guys.